Hello and welcome to this episode of the SuccessGrid podcast with your host Hussein. In this episode, I have with me Marilyn Jenkins to talk about how to beat your competition in the Google local searches. Marilyn is a digital marketing veteran with over 16 years of experience. She is the founder of MJ Media Group and Low Marketing Zone. Her expertise lies in leveraging in paid advertising and SEO, particularly for optimizing Google business profiles to propel business growth. Marilyn, welcome to this episode of the Success Grid podcast. I'm glad you are with me here in this episode.
Thank you. I'm excited to be here.
Awesome. So we are going to be talking about Google specifically and how to utilize the business profiles for business growth. And this is something that is very important and very beneficial to business owners, entrepreneurs online. And I think maybe not a lot of us know about this, whether it's an online business or maybe a local business. So it is very important to utilize this because I assume it's free.
That is correct. That's
Yeah,
correct.
exactly. So first of all, because this is the Success Great podcast, before we kick in, I want to know what is your definition of success, personally and professionally.
Success, I believe, is excelling at your business, being an excellent business person, bringing great results to your clients, and having that kind of culture in your business. And I believe by doing well and doing well by your clients, you'll do well in your own business.
Hmm, cool, awesome. Because we need to have this kind of impact on ourselves first and people later on. So now, speaking of the topic itself that we are here to discuss, which is very important for business owners actually to learn and know about and apply. First of all, what is the business profile pages, and do you think it is important for each and every business to have one?
Yes, so the Google Business Profile is, if you think about taking the yellow pages and digitizing it, it's similar. Google took all the businesses that are registered and they created a Google Business Profile for every business. You have to claim it and then verify it to prove that that is your business. And the verification can take many different forms based on Google and any changes they do, but primarily it's by getting a postcard in the mail to the address that you have on your Google Business Profile. It is a free listing that Google gives people. The majority of people only think of it as a place for their Google reviews. And it's actually so much more than that. It's, if you think about it, it's a completely free website that's right on the most popular search engine in the world. So you can put your information out and be found in the Google Maps, among lots of other things that you can do with the profile itself.
That's very interesting. So basically, it's not just like what people use sometimes Google like Yelp, some kind of a review site. It basically can show up in any search criteria like images, maybe maps. So it's very important thing. It gives your business some kind of a diversity in that regard. So it's a great idea actually.
Exactly. I mean, and think about when people go to Google, a majority of the searches going through now are asking questions. So there's a Q&A section of your Google Business Profile. So if you took, say, what we call your FAQs, your frequently asked questions, if you have a select number of questions that almost every client asks at some point in time, and you created that, you put those questions and answers on your Google Business Profile. When people ask that question in your local area, there's a high probability that your Google Business Profile will be the answer to that question. So
Mm,
any of us that's done a search for a question, underneath, like say the first result, is a list of additional questions that are similar to that. So there are clients out there that have been able to be the answer for that one question and then be the source for the following questions. So it
mm.
makes you much more capable of getting more clients because you're actually giving more information to Google and they do the zero-click search. So if someone asks a question, they want to give them the answer of that question without leaving Google. So you can even make yourself even more important by providing more information.
That's interesting. So what I'm understanding is it's not like you having this profile so can people search your exact business. It could be for other things that they are searching for and find you through that thing, like basically SEO, right?
Exactly. I mean, it works hand in hand with SEO on your website, but it's so much more. You can have, like, say you've got your name, address, and phone number on there. If you work in a building that has a building name, you'd put that on there. You can put photos on it, you put videos on it, you can list your products, you can list your services. So it's so much more than just a place to store reviews. And it is very important for reviews, but there's so much more that Google can access to get you more clients.
I could only imagine the possibilities because you're talking about multiple things, and it's not just when you think about local SEO, you think that I am searching certain type of company X, for example, to see if they have good reviews, but it's actually way beyond that. It's people can't find you, and they don't know about you searching other things. So this is a very huge advantage for local businesses specifically and majorly, right? Because do you think
Exactly.
that it is important for every business to have one, like specifically also local businesses, because usually if we are talking about local businesses, they are usually might be known to the surroundings of their area, right?
Unless they're new. But yeah, so if you were to go and you were to go to Google at your local area and search for your business name, if there's a Google business profile there that hasn't been claimed, you can simply say, claim this business. It's a button there. You can click on that and then claim that business. The flip side of that is if you don't claim your Google business profile, there is a potential that your competition can claim it. So
Hmm.
you want to make sure that you take that free site and then there's a management portal behind it. You can put in all your information. And then I suggest my clients to go in at least once or twice a week and put something new up. Another question, another answer, reply to a review, add a photo, add a video, anything that you can do to make Google see that you are active in that particular account.
Interesting. So for example, uh, if we speak about SEO in general, website authority are based on by time basis. So the longer the website, the longer backlinks have, the better SEO they have. So do you think that each business they need to create that profile now? Because is there a difference between the new ones and old ones, or this something has not really to do with that?
Age is not necessarily the issue. It's engagement and it's thoroughness.
Mm.
So if you see, say you do a search in your local area, the first thing that comes up are the three ads, and the next section is the map pack. That's what we want to be in. And the map pack is doesn't relate to ads. It relates to who's done the best job on their Google business profile that will result from that search that someone posted in. So say they're looking for a chocolate bakery in Cleveland, Ohio, right? Well, if there's 10, but only three of them have done a really, really good job with their Google business profile, those are the top three that are going to show up on the map pack. And if you've got reviews and then you reply to those reviews, Google sees you're active and they will give you, even if you have less reviews than the people below you in the listing, you could still be number one because you have more detail on your Google business profile and you're active on your Google business profile.
So now, in your opinion, does in regards a local business how they of course they have to optimize things on their website for themselves, right? Or for example optimize conversion for a website visit or a phone call or some kind of a lead for their business, but how in that regard is the best in your experience the best conversion, let's say option or way for these type of businesses, right, from your experience?
So on Google Business Profile, you have your name, address, and phone number on there. Obviously, you'll be on the maps as well. Google Business Profile also has a chat. So if you have your phone number, it's a touch to call on anyone's mobile. Automatically, you don't have to do anything special for that. So in your insights, which is your management portal, you can see how many people clicked on your directions, how many people clicked to call, and how many people clicked to go to your website. So there's a lot of great information. And if you have a cell phone or a number that can accept SMS messages, you can put that as your secondary phone number and have that as your chat phone number. So anybody that just wants to open a chat with your business from their Google search can do that. So they offer many different ways of customers or potential customers reaching you.
That's very interesting, actually. So the customer basically, when they see your business, they can basically see your number and contact you immediately, and you can be notified immediately at the same time. So it's
Exactly.
you can start building this kind of relationship with your business, with your customers, like immediately on the spot. So it's not like there's some kind of a maybe friction or something that is will make people actually they want to be in contact with you as soon as they see your business, maybe reviews, maybe questions that they have you it's been answered for them. So that's very important actually. It's very powerful. Yeah. So now.
Exactly. I mean, like 10 years ago, we would say, 10 or 15 years ago when we're doing business on the internet, the thing is people were making it difficult to pay you money to buy a product, right? So the little thing in web design was make it easy to take my money. Well, these days it's make it easy to talk to you. And that's what Google Business Profile gives you, is it gives them so much easier opportunity, even listing your hours and the days that you're open and the days that you're closed. All of the information that makes it super, super simple for a new customer or even an old customer to reach you whenever they have a need.
So you touched about it a little bit, posting once a week or twice a week. But what do you think is the optimal way to engage with this opportunity, or let's say a platform for businesses? Like some people might say, I don't have the time. So once a month, will that be sufficient enough for them to be present there?
I would have to say that would depend on your competition. If
Mm.
you're in a very competitive market, then no, once a month is not going to be enough because someone else may be doing it once a month. It would take you, say, 10 minutes a month or 10 minutes a week to go in and add a question, add a photo, reply to a review, anything simple, simple like that. You don't have to write a blog post. You certainly can. There is a place for blog posts in there. So you could do Google Business Profile posts. But if you don't have the time to write an article or anything like that, certainly just do something simple. If you're a service provider that has trucks or cars that have signs on them, take a picture of your truck at a job site, upload that, right? I mean, those simple little things that shows Google and shows your potential new clients that you are active, you are relevant, and you are ready to do business with them.
Yeah, definitely. That also shows that you are active and also shows you're authentic. Like, for example, if you shoot the for your business that truck that's standing in front of a yard or whatever it is that you're doing the job, it shows authenticity for the business, which is
Exactly.
in translation shows like we talked about either in the Google search or the images search. And people could be, let's see, of course, it will show probably the name of the business, I assume. So that's very important and authentic for people to deal with that. And this is what people want. They want people who are dealing with other people, which is the idea behind and the success of any business in general.
Exactly. We want to know that they're really in business, that they're really out there, and they're a real person you can reach out to with a question. I also encourage my clients to do a really short 30-second video, looking into their phone, just like they would any YouTube short or Facebook short, and introduce themselves. That goes a long way to the know, like, and trust factor of people that are searching for something, and you've now reached out to them in your Google Business Profile with an intro video welcoming them to what you do and encouraging them to click to call you now.
Hmm. Yeah, but in this type of businesses, because if I see it myself, or a lot of people used to talk about Yelp, I think.
Mhm.
So it's very important also to have this kind of reviews. Maybe a lot of people might deal with you and maybe they have a good or bad experience, but eventually it's also good. The more reviews you have is the better, right? So is there some kind of advice that you would say people would leave a review to so because I assume if we search, if someone sees like 50 reviews instead of one reviews, they will probably go to the 50 reviews, right?
Most likely. Exactly. I mean, it used to be that when you looked at the map pack, they would be in order of the number of reviews, and that's not the case anymore. Google's giving more weight to people that are involved, that are engaged in their business profile. But also, it's really important to, whether it's a good review or a bad review, as the business owner, it's super important that you go in and you reply to that review. Now, we all know as regular human beings, you might get a bad review, and that person, maybe they never did business with you and they give a review to the wrong site. So just professionally reply to that. So anybody that's actually looking through your reviews and going to do business with you, they see good, 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 and oh, here's a terrible one. And they'll read that and they'll read your response and say, well, that was a professional response. Maybe that person really just had an off day, you know. or maybe the service provider had an off day. And so it's put in relevance, but it's important that you to reply to each and every review that comes through. Again, that's more engagement. That's feedback to potential clients.
Definitely. So, from your experience working in this field, have someone ever give you some kind of advice that was not that good, the worst advice that might be reflected in a bad way for the business or any business that you worked with?
I think the biggest advice that I've been told years ago and was to just get as many reviews as you possibly can and just that's all you need to do. And that's not true, especially whenever you start reading. And then there's some people that say, okay, you need to give a review to the potential client and have them paste it in. Well, as soon as Google sees 3 or 4 of the exact same review, they're going to start discounting those reviews and potentially hiding them. So if it's possible, have someone say, please let me know, if you give us a review, please let them know that you gave me a review in for lawn care in Greensboro, North Carolina. Those are your keywords. And so if they will say that in the reviews, that's great. Otherwise, just naming people. So it's just, you can't incentivize reviews, that sort of thing. And that was an old advice. But the thing is just ask for honest reviews. And if you don't have any clients right now or not enough clients to get a lot of reviews or get competitive number of reviews, what you can also do is ask for character reviews from your service providers and your suppliers.
Mm.
There's nowhere written that it has to be clients. It's review for you and your business. So look at character reviews as a certain way of getting more valid, real reviews about you as a person and your business.
That's very important. Actually, it's a good option. And actually, I'm one of the people that a lot of businesses came that you can basically buy reviews.
Yes,
And this is the worst thing that anyone can ever do. Like you don't want to do that because uh, Google, Amazon, a lot of these big boys they can spot the spam or the fake reviews like in an instant, I guess.
true. And if you say you do a campaign, you go out to all your clients and say, please leave me a review. And then you get 20 in one day when you've had like 5 in a month or in 2 months, you get 20 in a day. Google's going to hold all those. They're going to see that they're fake, even though they may not be. So if you're asking for reviews, ask for them consistently. Um, you know, if you have 10 clients a week, ask those 10 clients. If you have 30 clients in a week, if it's a normal number of reviews to see going online, that's fine. But you can't push a bunch out or Google will actually put a hold on them.
Definitely. So, from your experience, do you think any business owner can do? Like when we talk about this, it's like it's easy, but it could be a lot of work and consuming and time consuming. Do you think a business owner can do these things by themselves, or do you think that they maybe need some others that been working for this for a while that they will get help from?
I believe if a business owner has time, they can certainly do it. We provide some standard operating procedures that if you wanted to take those and give them to a team member can do them. And these are step-by-step instructions. I did because of clients that didn't have or wanted to have, had the time and wanted to do it themselves. I put together a book called the Google Business Profile Training Guide, and that walks you through step by step. Like I said, you don't have to do this all in one day. It can, you just need to start filling it out. Be as thorough as possible. And should that take you a day, a week, 2 weeks, whatever, and then continue. And then, of course, for clients who don't have the time, can't get around to it, we do offer that as a done for you service. But most importantly, I put the book together for people who want to do it and just don't know where to start.
Definitely. So, what would you say as a final takeaway would be your advice for businesses to start doing this Google profiles, business profiles to them?
Absolutely. Google your business name. Make sure you own that Google business profile. You have claimed it and you verified it. Then start optimizing it. That's the most important part. There's people out there that have bunches of reviews, but they never claim their Google business profile. So that's potential money left on the table of future clients that you're not taking advantage of and giving them the information they need to come to you to do business with you.
Definitely, like it's very important to track nowadays. Specifically, we need all to track maybe our names and our businesses online to see. Where are they
Exactly.
at? Yeah, yeah, because some, well, like as we mentioned, it's also good to know the good and the bad. Maybe if there is a bad reviews, to good to know them. Bad reviews does not mean that we are a bad business or a bad people. It just means the service maybe did not or wasn't to the standards maybe of the client. I assume so. Hopefully, these kind of things will turn the business into something better for the next one and the future. So this is very important,
Exactly.
is to know where they are standing. Especially now, everything is online. There is nothing. The days of like I'm a local business and I don't want an online presence. These are days are now over. I don't think that's the case anymore at all.
That's correct. I think you're right. I mean, it's just a great place to put your banner out and tell people all about yourself. And, if you're not using your Google Business Profile, you're leaving yourself open to letting a competition take your Google Business Profile. Then what happens? They change the address and phone number to theirs, and now they're getting all the clients that you potentially would be getting.
Definitely. So, do you think that there are some tools or resources that can be combined with the Google business profiles, or are they a standalone platform?
It's a standalone platform that Google pulls from for its search results. Okay, that's the important part, is being able to have all the information out there so that Google has it. So when someone searches in your local area for something you do, there's that. You have three categories. Put something in every category that's relevant to you, so Google knows more about you, so they can serve you up to potential clients.
Mm. Cool, awesome. So that's very important to maximize it. So everything that is basically fillable, you need to fill it out, I guess, or choose,
Exactly.
because it's important. You can show up in multiple things in multiple ways, and we, as we talked earlier, it's not just about searching the business name. The business could show up for like searching for something that people who are searching for something in a specific that can show up your business, which is uh, very important. And it's, I think it's a competitive advantage. It's very impressive tool, and businesses should use that. Yeah.
I agree. I absolutely agree. It's a competitive advantage.
Yeah. So, Marilyn, where can people learn more about you and what you do and get in touch with you?
The easiest place to find me is on LinkedIn, and that's at Marilyn Jenkins. I did, speaking about the book, the Google Business Profile Training Guide, you can find that at maximizeyourgbp.com. And just for your listeners, I have a coupon code so they can get the book for only $5. And that coupon code is 5SuccessGrid. And they
Mm,
can get that for the book is only $5, and you can get started on claiming it and verifying and then maximizing to dominate your local searches.
cool. Amazing. Well, this is something that I actually, me personally, I have a Google profile, but I've been thinking about looking at it on the back end and see what can I optimize on the back end and see how it goes. It is actually a very important thing to have. Like when we are talking about Google, we are talking about the behemoth of online business, online search and business in general. So you need to be,
Exactly.
yeah, definitely. So, Marlon, thank you very much for being here with me on this episode. You provided so much value and on a very important and specific tool. And every business should be there, on, whether they are online or local businesses offline. So, thank you very much for being today with me on this episode.
Thank you for having me. This has been lovely.